last week on The Pulse.
It's been a resurrection. This was the worst defense in the SEC last year by far.
Don't let them back in it. Do not relax, okay?
Hallowed ground should be protected, and Texas A&M is fortifying its defenses of Kyle Field. The first phase of the redevelopment of the Venerable Stadium is complete, just in time for the home opener.
Remember, all right, just like you did last week, your preparation today, tonight, tomorrow, stay in your routine. Playing at home is a little less stressful, but don't mistake that for being easy, okay? Stay on edge. Remember, for everybody here, right, what you do, you're putting on tape, okay? You're putting that on tape. That's your resume. Just like every time you watch tape on Monday, you make a decision about the guy you're gonna play against, right? Isn't that right? It's the first thing you watch. You watch schemes, everything else. We know that as coaches. You're watching all this other stuff. We know what you're watching. You're watching what affects you most. The cat that's right in front of you. The guy you got to deal with, okay? And what you want to put on tape is something that you're proud of. All right, Malcolm, you got it.
Hey, make sure we prepare the way we're supposed to.
Yeah.
Hey, beat Lamar on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Beat Lamar.
After finishing touches are applied and the team's fine-tuning is complete, the 12th man makes final preps.
Welcome to the first midnight yellow practice in the newly renovated Kyle Field. I want to let you know that you're about to experience the most epic tradition in college football of fighting Texas A&M midnight yellow practice.
It's Saturday now, game day in Aggieland. In mere hours, the sun will rise on a new era at Kyle Field.
Make a statement every week.
Folks, welcome to Kyle Field. Oh, man, I wish you were here tonight. If you're not, it is unbelievable.
The Pulse, Texas A&M Football is presented by AT&T, building you a better network.
Good morning, man. Good morning. Would you agree with me if I make this statement that it's a great day to be alive? It is a great day to be alive, right? Go out there and play with great passion, great enthusiasm, great discipline, great unity. The 106,000 that'll be there today, the millions that'll be watching around the world, they'll be saying there's something different about these guys.
Let's get them on their feet, okay? Give them something to cheer about. Start fast. Fast, start. 2, make sure you're into the game. Watch what's happening with the 1s. You are going to play. Okay, I expect the same level of commitment, the same level of play, the same level of accountability when you guys go in the game.
Hey, 3 on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Let's go.
On game day, it's time to dial in. A week of work culminates with competition. Upon arrival to the Bright Complex, the Aggies check in mentally.
Make a statement every week. You did it last time, let's do it again tonight. Everybody good with that? Yes, sir. Chris Beck.
Offense, hey, we set a standard last week. All right, now it's time to live up to it. So take advantage of the opportunities when they come your way. All right, play fast, play violent. All right, we dictate the pace of the game. We dictate everything in this game, all right?
Folks, welcome to Kyle Field. Oh, man, I wish you were here tonight. If you're not, it is unbelievable.
We've got 100,000 plus Aggies in here. Come on, 12th man. More noise than we've ever had in Kyle Field.
Look at this, bro. They built this for us. They built this for us, bro. This on our shoulders. This is the first home game, bro, in this new stadium. Let's make it memorable. Let's go, boys. Team on three. 1, 2, 3. Team.
Well, we are in a lightning delay. I mean, we were out on the field. We were going to kick off. They were going to receive. Somebody took a pin and popped the balloon, boy. I mean,
Yeah,
it's like
buddy.
you could hear the breath leave everybody. Oh, man.
The Aggies had over 2 hours to kill during the weather delay, but once the game kicked, they wasted no time. Lightning did indeed strike inside Kyle Field.
Let's go to work. Let's go to work.
And you find out quickly what kind of game Mark Snyder wants to call. He wants to rush the passer on third down, establish some type of a line of scrimmage where they can set the tone. This is an attack-style defense.
And it'll be our first look tonight at Kenny Hill. Hill looking to go up top and go up top big right away, and there's Knoll. And the first running play of the night. And it's a good one for the Aggies. Trey Williams. Any thought that A&M would be lethargic coming out of the locker room after this 2-hour delay? Forget about it.
Here's the snap. Hill throws, a catch, wide open, broken tackle, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! Ricky Seals, Jones just caught his 6th ball of the season, and that is his 2nd touchdown of the year.
Yeah, what I'm seeing, too, is that they're blitzing their guys over here, and they're playing man with the safeties at 10 yards. Right?
What a nice delivery by Hill. And up the near sideline. It turns into 6 more for the Aggies.
Southlake Carroll to Southlake Carroll. Kenny Hill to Sabian Holmes.
Sabo, you gonna steal my touchdown, huh? You stole mine.
Sabian Holmes with that grab. And look how quickly A&M goes to work. Did he get the feet down? Yes. Edward Pope, touchdown Aggie. Harris. Boy, look at that close. You want to talk about defense, my friend. First of all, you had Hall right there. And then Armani Watts, who made the highlight reels last week, finishes it off. 3rd and 10. And Barry is dropped.
Drops back, pumps once, decides to run, gonna run a bunch to the midfield stripe. Nope, not quite. Got to the 48 and then upended at the 48-yard line.
Hey, let's ball, man.
First down and 10, steps up, sack. Down to the turf they go, back at the Aggie 48-yard line.
It's Myles Garrett again.
And you can tell early on, just 2 games into his college career, he's going to be an absolute force here in College Station for some time.
At halftime, A&M leading Lamar 31-3.
Participating Shell Station today to sign up for the fuel.
Going to the end zone. Wow. How about that grab by Malcolm Kennedy?
This segment of The Pulse, Texas A&M Football, is brought to you by Bud Light, the perfect beer when you're up for whatever.
They are better than the Lamar Cardinals. There's no arguing that.
Right.
And they went out there and they proved it for every second and every play of that first half.
And the squib kick picked up by Speedy Knoll. Come on, are you kidding me? Going to the end zone. Wow. How about that grab by Malcolm Kennedy?
The formality most expected became a reality. But important business still remained for a youthful team. Several players who hadn't seen game action got their chance on this night.
A&M trying to punch it in again. White to the goal line, and he's in. Decided to strike lightning quick, just like that. Touchdown, and it's White again.
Stop by a participating Shell station today to sign up for the Fuel Rewards Network.
They're just enforcing their will now. I mean, this just goes to show you this Aggie offense, they are in incredible shape.
Allen up top, and Niederhofer had one called back earlier, but he gets one tonight. And it's the first collegiate touchdown pass for Kyle Allen.
Is that a souvenir, bro? No, it's gotta be.
Players must make the most of opportunities. The further down the depth chart you are, the less they come along. Some Aggies grabbed hold of the rare chance they were given.
Dozal! How about that?
Texas A&M.
You think this team likes each other at all? Look at this celebration. Look at the guys on the sideline. How close do you think this group of young men are? If you really look at the landscape of college football, Texas A&M has been as impressive as anybody. People have pointed at Georgia. People have pointed to some other wins, Oregon in particular, the way they play today. Texas A&M has won, and they've won in dominant fashion. It's been very impressive to watch in the early goings, especially with such a young team.
And Texas A&M jumps up from 21st in the country to 9th. And on a night when two teams in the top 10 go down, A&M puts 73 on the board. They are celebrating here at Kyle Field, and they've got plenty of reasons to do just that. The Aggies go to 2-0. Their offense has exploded for over 1,300 yards in 2 weeks. Our final, Lamar 3 and Texas A&M 73.
All right, a lot of guys played tonight. It's going to be a great video, but it all starts during the week.
Just go out there and play just like the person in front of you played, and that's what we expect from everybody.
They can look at these players and say, well, these guys do well in practice, but they also come out in the game and they perform. You know, the coaches probably feel good about that.
This segment of The Pulse, Texas A&M Football, is brought to you by Pepsi. Now is what we make it. Grab a Pepsi and some friends and get out there and live it. It's time to live for now.
Bring it up here. Hurry up, let's go. Quick we can get in here, quick we can get out. It's Sunday already.
Past midnight once more. In the early morning hours, the Aggies are all smiles, but at attention too. A lot of good came from the 73-3 victory, but there's no such thing as perfection at this point in the season.
We were not as sharp Thursday or Friday as we have been the week before, right? Is that right? Okay. Now, what we have to do is get back to our preparation. Right? A lot of guys played tonight. It's going to be a great video, but it all starts during the week. During the week. Learn from last week. We're not going to play that team every week. The margin of error is going to get closer and closer. Okay? Your preparation is you can see it. Okay? We were pretty sloppy. We're better than that. Okay? No matter what the score says, no matter what happens, no matter what they say, all right, we are a better football team than that. You guys agree with that? Sure. All right, too many balls out, penalties, things like that that we have to work on, that you have to handle. Okay? You have to handle. You got to get that handled. And that starts the practice. We're going to keep working at it. Because the level of competition is going to go up every week from here on out. But we got a standard.
The same criteria applies to all in this program. Play to the level expected of you by your coaches and teammates, not to the level of your opponent. And on this night, several were able to put these principles into action.
We played a lot of guys, you know. I think we played, 9 true freshmen. There were a number of guys that were in that game that had a big role.
We're trying to build that depth and solidify the backup, so we got a lot of those kids out there and let them run around and get some game experience, you know, and especially for those freshmen to come out in front of 104,000, 105,000 people. They're wide-eyed at times, and then it was good that they became comfortable with the atmosphere as they went on.
It gives the coaches a sense of trust. You know, they can look at these players and say, well, these guys do well in practice, but they also come out in the game and they perform. And those guys, a lot of guys did that, so you know the coaches probably feel good about that.
Yeah, we had a lot of guys get to go in and get their first taste of Kyle Field, and we just wanted them to go out there and get their feet wet in case we needed them during the season. You know, it wouldn't be a first-time experience, and just go out there and play just like the person in front of you played, and that's what we expect from everybody.
It was good to get a lot of people, a lot of snaps, but eventually we got to continue to get better, and the competition is going to get settled here as we get closer to the conference games. Because when you get to the conference schedule, the safeties are going to take a pounding, so you're going to need more guys who can play. So seeing those young guys go in and be able to hold up in that environment was a good deal.
And that very arena can provide ample motivation for any player.
Being in there with no one and then being in there with 104,000 was completely different. And you know, the amazing part is we're not even done. And next year this time it's going to be ridiculous. So, you know, our fans love it, our players love it, and it's just a great place to play.
Just want to start out where I left off the other night. Just wanted to thank our fans. I don't think there's any place else. Matter of fact, I know there's not any place else where there's 38,800 students at the game. It's what makes Texas A&M very unique, and also makes Kyle Field one of the great places to play in all the country. So let's see if we can continue to raise those numbers and break a couple more records with attendance.
Doing all the stuff that you believe in. Aggieland, we see it top season. I do it for the fam, that's the reason. I'm maroon, out my blood, I'm bleeding.